feel like I have something in my eye. Starting last night, I felt like something was in my eye, but it won't go away. And I thought if I went to sleep, it would go away. But I think it's like a, I don't know, blood vessel, something. Who knows? Hi, it's me. Hello there. Um, why does Twitch say that this session is 0 seconds long? Now it's 1 minute. Hi, I'm Scott. We started working on a WebMidi thing for no real reason. And then yesterday, we made it work. And it kind of works, and it's a little annoying how it has to work because nothing ever works the way it should. But I kind of just want to play with that a little more, I think. First, we should look at this wallpaper. Because this is wallpaper of a person looking at their wallpaper. And their wallpaper is a picture of a cool crane. A cool crane. Not a cool train. So, cool. Kind of like that. Kind of like that wallpaper. We want some nature. Oh. We still gotta write the wallpaper thing. Oh, what is in my eye? Yeah, I just won't open this eye anymore. And I won't feel like there's something in it. Sales foe. Look at that little nugget. Mm-hmm. 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 Some hazy days. Mm-hmm. Is that the Guggenheim? Somewhere else. Somewhere that is Guggenheim-esque. Doesn't look like... It kind of looks like the Guggenheim. I don't know. I don't know the answer. We'll go with this. Nice coastal thing. Okay, so we wrote this thing yesterday. And in the last moments, we just crammed it all into a... little express server. So maybe this works. Maybe it still works. Who knows? I don't know what the plug is anymore, so no problem. No, of course not. We have to open Ableton, right? Because we were routing through Ableton, Potato Potable. We were routing through that to send the MIDI to the dumb MIDI port that we have to do. It's all very exciting. You can probably come up with something less terrible, but I don't know. So at a minimum, we need like some little dude that's gonna route MIDI to... We kind of want all... We sort of want this channel to come from our keyboard. And then we want to say anything that comes from there, send it to the WebMidi. I would have sort of thought that would have worked. I don't really see stuff there. How's this thing work? I'm going to say from all MIDI ends, like we want to route all of our MIDI input to dude here. There it goes. Do we just have to... Okay, so now we see it here. So then the question is, why is the overlay not working? There it goes. Okay, I think we need to turn off all those post-processing effects though. Filters. We'll just stay with color bars. And then, so what I kind of wanted to try to do today, I don't know how to rename these. No, this is just, the whole purpose of this guy is just to send stuff to WebMidi. And it should take anything, like any MIDI in should go there. I mean, or we don't really care, right? We can just do this. And that's independent of what any other track is doing. This just means everything from here. Which maybe not really what we want. We probably actually want to like send everything to one place. And what's annoying is we seemingly can't pick multiple. I guess we'd have to send to like one MIDI bus and then send that bus here. A little confusing. I'm definitely not a live expert for sure. You know, but if we wanted to do something that was like if we sent everybody to the MIDI bus, MIDI output to the MIDI bus, and then we just said everything from the MIDI bus goes to WebMidi, it doesn't work. I said, you go here. Okay, there we go. And the reason for that is then I want to, because then we can have multiple MIDI tracks, and just all those MIDI tracks will go to the MIDI bus. You know, even if something is not coming from MIDI input land. So for example, so here's the thing I want to try. I was watching some videos on this. I don't have much experience with this, but you can do. There's all these kind of interesting racks where you can kind of send a thing in and just kind of computationally go nuts with your like this is, I'm just hitting the same note over and over again. But it's got these I don't know what we call these modules. This is like this effects chain here. So I don't actually know what the scale driver is, but so now if we do this and we put an instrument on this friend, just whatever. Let's start with piano, I guess. Where's that Rhodes? So why is... Let's turn all these off for a second. In fact, we don't need them at the moment. So, well, now I'm confused because I thought we could output that MIDI. Maybe we actually need this on another track. And then we would have to do, oh boy. Because this is the thing that's giving us fanciness, which is kind of cool. But then I thought, do we have to send that to another track to be able to then play the audio? That seems crazy. It seems like that should just be at the end of this. And I can hear it happening. I guess it's because once you do this, it's audio out and not MIDI out. Is this turned down way too low?
Don't cry.
Why is it so quiet? Why? Why are you so shy? It's weird that the effects chain... Oh, it must be affecting the velocity? So, okay, I think we have to do a couple things that are not ideal, but in fact, I don't know how to do this because I kind of want the MIDI to go two places. I mean, or, yeah, no, I don't. I actually need it to go. Not ideal. Not ideal. That I can't send MIDI and audio at the same time. That seems not cool. There's probably some way to do that, like some kind of splitter or something. No, I don't think we want to do that. Not good. Okay. Didn't really do what I would expect it to do. Look, we put in one. I would have expected that to take in a note. Is this just like a generator? Like ARP up into an arpeggiator. So like but I guess this doesn't really work the way that I would have thought it would. Okay, that works the way I would think it would. I put in one note, and it's just gonna do a little RP. I see kisses. Who's kissing? Who's kissing the screen? So that, yeah, this is kind of lame though, because I want to say. I guess I can have, this is going to be a little weird, but maybe I can do it. So this is like the piano, MIDI, and then I'm going to run out of tracks probably because this is just live light. So, and this is like the piano audio, and this is going to take, this is where we'll add the, Ben, how's it going? We'll try something like this, and then this MIDI in will come from the piano MIDI. That works perfectly not. Okay. So then we can have this kind of generator dude going. Chord trigger. We're just starting to make a Who song. Look. Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know how these work. We're figuring it out. Oh no, waiting for light bakes. Okay. It's out of control now. It's just going. Like, I kind of don't want to... So what I want to figure out is a way that I don't have to do anything, basically. Is if we can just, like... which we may just have to, like, stick a single note in here and then have it randomized. Which would be fine. Ooh, some Debussyan... Okay. Oof. Sorry, that's not good. I don't know how to stop it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, because I ran all of those. I did all of those at once. That's, I literally don't know how to stop that. What is... Go... No, stop. What is happening? Why? Okay, sorry about that. I don't actually know what caused that. That was horrible. That was weird. So I got to be careful about this though, because it just stacks those effects change on top of each other. It doesn't. Okay. Jazz for dummies. That's what we need. Play nice. Film noir. Oh, I don't know about that. Oh, I'm doing it again. Dang it. It's just too easy to do that. Okay. Okay, that truly just adds the fifth. Okay. What Grandiosa? Let's switch off this Rhodes because I feel like the Rhodes gets a little out of control with too much velocity. So maybe we can just do... I want just something real, maybe like nylon string or something. Something real. Oh, I turned this all the way down. I forgot. Sorry. Well, now it's probably too loud. Or like a just want a glockenspiel or something. I just need something real. I feel like none of these are as gentle as I want. I don't understand why the roads get so grubby. Okay, whatever. Grandiosa house for to go. That's weird. So what is this effect? Hot swap presets. So that's what I should do. I don't like the jazz for dummies. I don't like that. Major Tom and Minor Tim. Great. I just kind of don't like that. Kind of not crazy about it. Are these some fancy presets? So we tried that scale driver. Some of the stuff just didn't seem... Doesn't seem like it works very well. Right? Or more likely, I just don't quite understand how you're supposed to use it. So there's a 10% chance. That's interesting. Just a 10% chance there'll be a little 21% chance. One seems like it didn't do anything. Forced jazz. Jazz again. Interesting. So you can force it. So this will just automatically, whatever you put in, it will tune it to C major. So I don't understand this random thing then. Is that supposed to be like that MIDI effect? It's just confusing because it's like got built in preset. I mean, like, you seemingly can't just apply the effect without also applying some... So we said there's a 100% chance of changing. Okay, so this just gives me like random... Well, that's kind of cool. So we could also do a chord and do a major chord and put that in here. So I'm just hitting one key over and over again. I'm hitting like whatever that is, C3 or C4. Might be C2. Who knows? C3. I think I preferred it without that. So that means that if I just do this and just draw whatever, 4 bars of C3, it should then not work. Should not work at all. Why? Whoa. Okay. So then we could change this instrument to something else. Do we need a weird pad here? Of course we want this Hungarian scale. I've never even heard of most of these. Okay, let's go with C major for the moment. We could make this robot just gonna shred on this guitar. It's gonna be amazing. So, but that means we could, like, really... like, force everything into... just a C major chord, not even the scale. I think that's what this means. I think that's C, D. I don't know really why they show it this way. I don't quite understand. Okay, and then if we went here, probably all a terrible idea, but... that was an extreme MIDI sound. Okay, I don't know about that strategy. Seems not good. So interested in these weird scales. Like the Fragish Ahava Rabba. Inverted and useless. Probably should be controlling volume over here and not from here. Something like that. I didn't really mean to get so focused on this. I was just going to do the thing. Work on the overlay, but I wanted some constant data to come into the overlay. Didn't want it to be super repetitive. And here we are. Oh, what is in my eyeball? Somehow I screwed up into the thing again. No, I broke it. Oh, I see. You know, but really, whatever. You probably just want to like. Sounds very, yeah, just a little bit of an Eastern sound. Maybe I picked a scale that was, oh, it's in C major. I think it's just this sound, the hammered dulcimer, or the flange harp. Not really jazzed about the our options here. So we wanted to do this again. But go like an octave lower and less frequent. I really don't understand why they do this. Why do they make it draw like this? Why? Seems like you would never want that. Life is yours, how are you? So we want, I want to go to MIDI bus. I wonder why that's not working. I didn't hit play. So we need another one of these. Piano audio B. And then this one could be whatever, some bass or something. Oh, we want that to come from Piano MIDI B. That's what happens. This is random music. Very exciting. I think the bass is sort of horrible. Rump shaker. Maybe we just need to be okay, that's fair. What software are you using for your UX flowchart? I kind of don't know about this. I feel like if I really wanted to do this, I would do much better if I just wrote a thing rather than trying to use these, you know. I wanted to try. I mean, I'm sure there are people that use these to great effect. In fact, let's maybe for this guy, maybe this guy gets chords. and just get to major chords. Can I do that? Looks like it. Draw IO. Oof. I don't understand how that stuff happens that sounds out of tune when it should all just be C major. I don't know. It's kind of terrible. It's all sort of terrible. It's a bit too much. Maybe if the instrument was not as offensive. Very good. Very good random music. I just wanted something to play so we could work on the visualizer, where it wasn't just a loop that repeated forever, but maybe we'll just do a loop that repeated forever. Okay, I'm deleting all this. I think that's cool. I think there's something cool to that, but I just don't. You know, it's not how my head wrapped around the. Can I do this? MIDI from all ends, but now, so I have to send this to the MIDI bus, which I guess is okay. That's not, I don't understand the, yeah, well, I wasn't going for a masterpiece. I was just going for something tolerable, you know? And I feel like you could. I feel like if you really understood these effects, you could come up with something that was like not too offensive to listen to. But also, I think a lot of that has to do with I just don't have any additional instruments or plugins on this machine other than the stock stuff that comes with Live Light. So I think my my options are a bit limited. So let's just make a thing. Even though I really don't like it. Okay, there's got to be a way to do this, right? If I say, yeah, why do you think that's the thing to do? Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Very good. No. Okay. Like, there's got to be a way to make it not. Is this the thing? Is it like defaulting to? Okay, it's defaulting to 16th notes, I guess. So if I just did quarter notes instead, I could probably do this. Okay, that would make more sense. How do I not be so zoomed in? I feel too zoomed in like both regards. I don't like any of those. I'm gonna do, let's do D minor. Just. So how do I extend this? Okay. Not really what I want to do. There's probably a better way to do that, but whatever. It'd be nice to just scroll in and out, but I think we want to do like, I don't remember where we are, but something like. Like, how do I just zoom? It seems not good. This seems like a... Surely there's a proper way to do this. Okay. And then, how do I not be in draw mode? Okay. We can do that. And then we'll do it again, but we'll just drop the... We'll drop the D to D flat. In both of these. And drop the F. Killing me. Just go to the end. Go to the no. Drop that. No, drop that. I don't know. I don't know if I like any of this. Now I'm discouraged because the random thing didn't work. I feel like we could just write a good random thing. I have written some okay random, like, generative stuff. I'm not going to ask anybody to make anything more. Who do you think I am? When would I ever ask anybody else to do something for me? Outrageous. Outrageous. We could do the instant chord thing. I actually don't mind that too much. But then you got to send it to... Just a little annoying that seemingly we have to... Because I don't think you can do that on the same... track, or whatever you call this. Oh, you can. That's funny. So that works. So you could do... where there's just no normal minor chord. Ugh. I'm actually not a huge fan of Rhodes. Not really my jam. There's so few options here. Ugh. I do like that one. I don't like that. No, get out of here. Okay, get rid of that thing. So why is that not going to our... So we... Okay, so we can still do this. Ah, gosh, this... Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. There's not a great way to do this where we could... Like, there doesn't seem to be... It seems like as soon as you put, you know, some kind of synthy friend on this, that you can only output audio from it. You can say you want MIDI from, but there's no, like, all... seemingly there's no way to say from all... You can say from all inputs, like all hardware, but it seems like you can't say all inputs, like all of your dudes. And I don't know... I think there is some kind of group, There's like a way to make a... I mean, we could always do it by having 2 separate tracks, but... I don't know. Anyway, let's just get one of the pads that we liked from yesterday, maybe. Can't go wrong with pads. And we liked that, the snow pad, right? So, I love it, of course, but why? It's a triumph. So is that, where is that? Do we start at C? C3? No, we start at C2. Yeah, I think you're right that we should have the velocity. I mean, right now the strips are divided by, you know, they're the width of whatever they would fit, but I think that's not a bad idea. The main thing I wanted to figure out today is layering to have like where you can see multiple channels at once playing the same notes. Maybe I don't care about that, or maybe they are just all transparent. Yes, I know. I know you want all these things. I was thinking of doing just switching to Pixie and doing all this stuff in Pixie. But I mean, once we set this up, we can make whatever. We can make any number of visualizations with particles, or we can have the baby swim around and eat notes or whatever. It won't matter. We just are trying to set up the foundation, I guess. Yeah, so this is just not very cool. So if I made another one of these, and this one was whatever, one of these. We did like one of these, right? And then we said that this one should be we can't see that one. Yeah, this is just not very cool. Unless there's a way. Yes, show me your music player. Of course I want to see your music player. So I did group tracks here. So now, no, that's just audio too. So MIDI from can't come from a group. So this sends the audio to group 1 and then audio to master. Yeah, so this seems just like maybe just a fundamental limitation of live, I guess. Is that a track is either going to output MIDI or audio, but I don't want that. I want to be, which actually doesn't make sense. That's not true, because this can put the output to audio here, but then I can pick it here. But we can only see one of those at a time. So how can we do this? Like, this seems like a silly limitation, because this clearly can get all hardware ins, but can't get all software ins. That just seems kind of busted, right? Unless there's just some magical way to send audio to 2. Send a master, sends only. No. And this dude is only going to send to. So the only way I can think to do this is that we would have to have separate. We'd have to have like the note track. This is not cool. Uh-oh. Wait, okay. Is this going to be bad? Okay, I turned the desktop volume way down. That means it's still going to probably kill me in my headphones, but okay, I'm ready. Oh, I feel kind of weird today. I don't know what it is. Okay, I'm ready. Soundwave 2.0. Is this going to destroy my ears? Why does it want my microphone? Oh, my mouse. Well, my mic is in use by, it won't let me. Hello. Hello. Seems mad about the mic. The microphone, turning on the microphone broke the, I love it. Is it P5? What'd you do that with? It kind of seemed like it wanted to use the microphone to do the background amplitude. Ah, my eyeball. I know the guy who did the P5 audio stuff, Jason. I forgot his last name. He did a good job. So, this is frustrating. Why? You really think that I would be able to... Subbank. What's a MIDI subbank? I can send audio to... I don't know what to do other than add some sick drums. Obviously. The particles are beautiful. You did a good job. Ugh. Why do I feel weird? Is it allergies? Who can say? Okay, so we have a dumb problem. It would be great. Actually, I wonder if we can see the. Oh yeah, cool. We can see the drum machine. Would it be better if all this was horizontal? Maybe we do a little better with our little bell track, right? I want a different instrument. Glass cave mirror. Jarble tweeze. Less notes. I think you mean more notes. Oh, thanks. Really good space art. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant add more notes to the track. Yeah, you would see more history, yes. And it would be, you know, it'd be a little more in line with the way everything else is visual. You know, music, whether it's a piano roll or sheet music or whatever, is usually horizontal. But that's, I mean, whatever. We can make 100 different visualizations. I'm annoyed, though, that I can't get all... Feels like there's got to be a way to do this. Oh, excuse me. A rewire host. Oh. How do you do that? So it's only if you support rewire, though, I guess. Actually, So does that mean yeah, this just doesn't quite do the thing that I want. Unless I like duplicated every one of these. Like I'd have to do, you know, I'd have to create multiple MIDI buses and say that one comes from that guy, one comes from this guy, and one comes from this guy. And then this, then all of these go to WebMidi. And then I don't need this anymore. And whatever, we can do channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, which is gonna break it, right? Because we don't support multiple channels right now. But that's one of the things I wanted to try. I feel like this guy's just too boring. Okay, we're just gonna listen to this song forever. This same song for all of eternity now. And that's just... this is where we live now. So, one of the things we probably want to do that would be easy is when we do our fill. So is alpha normalized as well? Yeah. Do we really not have anything overlapping? That seems weird. Surely we do. We need another track? It's real bassy. That may be a problem actually. Let's change our note ranges from... let's just for now do this. This is not a good idea, probably. But that would be the full MIDI range. So we could at least see if we did make get a little more bassy. We just need like a real bassy something. Like down here. And then this guy can be... deep wave bass. add an octave somewhere. 2 octaves. Actually be here. We got some 808. Is not enough for you? I don't think that, like, at least the standard kit did not have enough wub. Good. What do we need? A? G. Fat bass wobble. Kind of like the fat warble. Oh, I like the mono synth. Okay, we'll drop another octave. Let's hit B, do this. Can we go any lower? I mean, that's not even that low. Look, it's not even into the MIDI range. Go to C -1. It struggles. It's struggling there. C -5? I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. C -2 is as low as we can go. That patch does not function well at that pitch. Okay, look at all these ones that start with deep. What if we could put, there's probably some fancy mastering plugin, like some fancy mastering effect. Let's see. Mixing and mastering. Aggressive dance master. Big boom master. Car listening environment. Punchy drums. Oh, punchy dance. Hey, this is we're streaming in the music on Twitch Music right now, so I should go dig up all my millions of plugins from a million years ago, and all the ones I've accumulated over the years that were free with hardware and stuff. Gross. MIDI analog master. Oh, that's a little more of that kick. I like the big boom. Nope. No thanks. Oh, it's not bad. Performance and DJ. Space. Ooh. Wait, one of those sounded like being on drugs. Yeah, that like, the like echoey, ugh, that almost gave me a little, gave me a feeling. I like that a little, just a little something. More reverb, please. Nice cathedral. That's what happens when you listen to this at church. Probably want all this before the. No. Gotta turn on the hot swap. We don't need to do that. I do kind of want a little more, I really want a little more thunk from the... Can I not swap this in? I see. I'm not impressed. I'm gonna do a lot of kicks. Oh, is that what we need? I can't even hear it. We like accidentally... Let's turn off all of our... It sounds... It's almost like our kick is not kicky. It's just there. It just seems so quiet. Obviously, we need this. Oh, yeah. How's that? Is that what you wanted? Okay, that's maybe a problem. We're starting to clip a little bit. Okay, okay, hang on. Let me just think for a second. So let's go back and turn on our stuff. I don't think I like that. Yeah, I like it kind of cleaner. So actually, maybe the problem is just overall, we don't have enough drums. Maybe overall, our... I really don't understand this. Why this... Is this a master volume? Yeah. This is what your car sounds like? Okay, we gotta find a better master, though. I don't understand how I'm not in the red on my audio output here, but I am in the red on OBS. Are you serious? Do you drive around just thumping away? Is that... I would not have guessed that you were that kind of person. Oh shoot. That sounds good. Okay, let's do that. I can't believe this. I can't believe what I'm hearing. I thought you were a nice, quiet, mild-mannered Norwegian young man, and now I find that you're cruising around the neighborhood, shaking everybody's windows. It's a shock. Shocked. So this is getting... Okay, so what? Couple things here. We're never getting... We're certainly not going all the way down to 0. Maybe 36. And 60, 72, 84. That's not right. No, that's right. 84. Maybe 96. So let's try that. I see. Out in the countryside. I'm still shocked. Shocked at what I'm hearing. Okay, what are we even doing? We wanted to maybe be able to visualize. Why do I feel so weird? Ugh. Maybe because it's actually warm today. Is that my problem? What's the temperature here? Maybe I'm like uncomfortably warm because it's suddenly warm outside. It's gonna be 79 degrees today in April. It's 70 degrees already. Okay, maybe that's my problem. Maybe I'm just like weirdly warm and I forgot what being warm feels like. I broke the weather. I broke that. We should fix that probably. What's that? You mean what's that in Celsius? 30? No, probably not 30. What is it? No, I'm sorry, not 30. 20. Like 20, 21. Currently, it's like 20. And then the high today is like 26. I know it's unusual. It's this warm already. And tomorrow it's going to be in the high 20s. So tomorrow will be like 27, 28. What is that? 82. 82 F and C. Yeah, it's like 20, almost 28 tomorrow. It's only, yeah, it's much cooler in New York, much cooler in Seattle. It's cold in Amarillo. It's cold in Pittsburgh. Los Angeles. Yeah, I don't know why. Why it's so toasty here. It's unusual. 51F is too warm for you? So here's the bad news about that. It means I'm gonna have to start opening my window soon. And that means I will have to start hearing the terrible beer garden people. Nobody wants that. I should have moved. You know what I should do? I don't think I can get a window unit here, and then the floor units are expensive and don't work very well. Like, I don't know. I should have, if I was gonna do that, I should have bought an AC in the wintertime when prices were low. But I thought I was maybe gonna move, but then, I don't know. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I kind of want to leave this country, frankly. But it's hard to move anywhere with my healthcare stuff, especially since I've already paid like almost $7,000 to meet my deductible here, and if I moved somewhere else in the States, I'd have to start over on that, which would not be great. It costs a lot of money to be sick in the United States. So I'm gonna say this. We'll just start with the note minimum being infinity and the note maximum being negative infinity, and we'll just do the thing That means we need to recalculate the range all the time, though. So should have properties in JavaScript. So now we need to say anytime a note comes in, like if the note is greater than the note min, no, if it's greater than the note max, then you know the drill. Note max equals the note. And if note is less than the note min equals note, and the note range will always be note max minus note min. So now it'll be dynamic, or we hope. So we'll just, whatever the lowest note is will always be the left. Yeah. It'll be weird for a second, like as notes come in, it's kind of confused, but then it will straighten out. Is that my problem? You think my refrigerator is increasing the heat in here? If I had a main suspect of heat, it might be this PC over here. But yes, the refrigerator is also probably an issue. This PC and that refrigerator. I think these monitors. My lights are nice and cool. Maybe I'll buy an air conditioner. I don't know. I really want to move. I just don't know where or what to do. I may, if it seems safe to, okay, so hopefully I can get vaccinated next week. We'll see. And then maybe in a few months, I need to go back to Pittsburgh. So depending on how long I go, here's the problem. I have to get an infusion every 2 months. And so I can't leave the Northwest for a really long time. For more than 2 months. But I'm kind of tempted to do the thing where I leave here and then put all my stuff in storage again and then just go away for 2 months and be kind of, you know how I love to be homeless. I mean, you know, without a permanent residence. I like to not have to pay for an apartment, is what I'm trying to say. I could have said that in a better way. So, but then I would have to come back here and find a new apartment and a new lease and everything, so I don't know. If I'm gonna move, I should probably plan to do it at the end of this year, I guess. I kind of like this song. It's not too bad. I mean, for something that is completely repetitive with no variation, I think we've done okay. I've thought about it, but that doesn't really work for my medical needs, because there's no, as far as I know, maybe, I guess if you have Medicare, maybe if you have TRICARE from the military, or if you have Medicare, there's not really there's not an insurance, a reasonable insurance that you can have in the United States, except for maybe those 2 exceptions, that I could get an infusion anywhere, you know? Like, that's just not how things work here. It's super regional. So, if I was in the military, I probably could. Or if I was retired from the military, I probably could. But other than that, I don't think there's any maybe some super expensive insurance, I don't know. Okay, I don't even know what we're doing. We spent so long just making a track to listen to over and over again. So, this is kind of lame. Worst case scenario, you do have to duplicate and do this. I wish that wasn't true, but that just kind of seems to be the... Now, here is a thing. Well, okay, so I tried... My doctor talked me out of it, and I kind of wish I had not let her. The medication I'm on, I have to get infusions every 2 months. There's an alternate medication called Humira that I could give myself injections, but I'd have to do it every 2 weeks. But then I could just get a supply of that and live on the road. I don't know if they'd mail it to me though, because it's tremendously expensive. It's like thousands of dollars a dose. So I don't really know. Okay, so I mean, the other thing I shouldn't be that hung up on doing this in Ableton, because like, who cares? Like, I would like this to work with any DAW. Okay, here's the thing though. That's one thing we need to figure out, because we shouldn't care. For now, we should just, this visualization at least, shouldn't care what channel you're on. So we should do that. So we want the bottom 4 bits, right? We saw how to do that before. Did we get rid of it? Yeah, this. Because really, when we get a note event, it's only the bottom 4 bits are actually the note. Or, I'm sorry, the bottom 4 bits are the note on or note off. The command. And then I think the top 4 bits are the channel. So like, we'd have to go look at the MIDI spec, but I believe it's like this. And then I can just say, I don't remember how this works. I think this is 9 and this is 8. Probably did that wrong. No, I think I did it right. Okay. Well, I did the dynamic, the range is one thing, so I did do the dynamic range, so we're good on that. The problem is like over time. You're right, I would want it to like time out, you know, like be a little more dynamic than this, but this is fine. This just means that you get a weird pop at the beginning, basically, while it's recalculating. Actually, I think that pop is coming from OBS refreshing. So, and you know, we could lerp to that instead of jumping and it would be fine. It would be fine. Well, we wouldn't want to lerp the notes getting skinnier. I guess we could. Well, the only reason I refreshed was because of this. Because I changed the code. I didn't refresh to the dynamic. It does it dynamically. That's what I did here. I just said that at the start, you know, there's this trick where you just say the smallest thing is equal to infinity and the biggest thing is equal to negative infinity, and as you go, you just expand out your min and max, and then your min and max is dynamic. So you don't have to refresh to do that. It just means if I introduce a new note, there will be kind of a pop. So for example, if we made a new track, we want like a real, I'll play this one. So this will come from my keyboard. It's not working. Why? Why don't you work? Actually, don't want you to have any notes. You know, and then say this was that one instrument. Dank. So what's our problem here? Are we for some reason not able to use? What did we break? So those are a Launch Key Mini. What's wrong with you? MIDI is coming in. Yeah, that one's me. Oh, that's funny. When I unplugged it, it messed up that we didn't send the note offs. Or I guess when I hit stop, it doesn't send the note offs. The map function. I wish you mean like the P5 map. Yeah, I wish. I am using map for all the positioning. That's how everything is mapped becomes normalized. So that is here. So yeah, it's all dynamic. Everything's dynamic. The only reason I'm refreshing is because I'm updating the code. So everything's dynamic except if you play one low note, that's the lowest note forever. So all positioning, scaling, everything is totally done on the fly. And the map function is always, you know, you have your input range and your map output range. It's always input range minus output range. It's your input minus the input min divided by the input max minus the input min, and that gives you a normalized value. And then it is that number times in output max minus input min plus, I'm sorry, output max times minus output min times the number you just got, your normalized value, plus the min. Why don't I just write it? So it is, if you have like, you know, value, you have in min, in max, out min, out max. It's kind of like a lerp almost, but you just, first you need your value minus your in min minus your in max minus your in min. So that just is, this is giving you a normalized range, like you're just normalized between in min and in max. So that this is like your normalized part of the equation. And then once you have that normalized piece, now you multiply that with the output range, out max minus out min. So now you have put it in this range, but you now need to offset it. So it's the reverse thing that you just did. And now you need to add your out max. I'm sorry, your out min. So it's almost the way you would it's just a normalized times a range plus whatever the offset was. Yeah. I mean, if you think through it, it makes total sense. You're just saying like, okay, first step is to normalize, second step is to apply that to a new range. That's all it is. If you think of it as a two-step process, it's not as bad. When I try to say it out loud, it's a nightmare. But if you actually type it, it just takes 2 seconds. Okay, what was wrong? I'm not getting... Okay, now it's working. But see what I mean? Like, oh, that's the wrong instrument. That's weird. Oh, none of you should have MIDI in. You should have no MIDI in. You should all have the MIDI in for where I say you should have it. You should have MIDI from... Oh yeah, see, I can only have 8 unless I pay for live. Too bad. I don't understand why. It really is lame that I can't have a channel that is both. How was that getting to the screen a second ago then? It's just, I mean, actually, they probably do. Okay, this feels like a thing where this feels like a thing where they deliberately don't do the feature that I want because they want you to have to pay for it. You know what I mean? Like if I could just make one of these where it accepted all of the other MIDI tracks, maybe it would be a way for me to get around their track limitation, sort of. Um, That's a bummer, though. That seems like such an obvious thing. I don't understand why I can't do that. Like, why? Why can I? Why? I mean, I guess the other thing I could do, oh no, these all send directly to WebMidi. So I could do something. Yeah, I think I just can't do it, which is pretty dumb. But is this group counting as a track? Uh-oh, don't do that. Can I ungroup these? Oh no. I want to get rid of the group. Ungroup tracks. Okay. But I still can't. That's still the max because I can only have, yeah. If you're wanting to combine MIDI tracks, I'd recommend using an instrument track and then dragging both instruments into it. You can process the audio from each instrument individually with instrument rack or the audio of both together outside of it. I don't think I quite understand that. Because I do need them to be discrete. Well, thanks for looking it up. But I'm not sure that's quite what I want to do. Because I don't want to I want them to be independent. Like this is combining audio twice, sort of. So I want like, because these seem to be mutually exclusive, which is my problem. But maybe they do this on purpose. I did that wrong. Maybe they do this on purpose so you can't do the thing I'm trying to do without paying for their software. Because my issue is as soon as you add like an instrument and make it output audio, it only outputs audio. It doesn't output audio and okay, maybe this guy. The audio channel to the MIDI channel. Unable to list the MIDI output. Yeah, it seems like a glaring oversight, and because it's such a weird oversight, it feels like maybe that oversight was on purpose. Like I just want to say this is what's dumb. So for hardware stuff coming from hardware land, right? I can say just give me everything. For the stuff in live, these tracks over here, there's no way to say, give me everything. Which is not. I mean, that's only working because I'm playing it from a hardware source. So there's probably a way we could trick it. But this is kind of lame. It would be, I don't understand. It seems like an arbitrary limitation. Google knows everything. But you see what I mean? It feels like there's like, Feels like they don't want me to do this thing that I want to do. Which seems lame. Like, why not? Why can't I? Because I can obviously receive individually from those tracks and it's no problem. It's only... Like, I want, like, a master MIDI bus. And I don't... Number of return tracks. I wonder if you can have a MIDI return track. I'm guessing no. Yeah, that'd be weird. Well, you know. They just don't want me to do stuff that's cool, I guess. Really not a way to do this? I don't think there is. No, voice meter's cool, but it's all audio routing. I don't believe it does any. People sure love voice meter these days, it seems like. I mean, it just looking at this, it looks like they did it on purpose. Because otherwise I would just be able to say, give me all of these, which is what I want. I want all of these. Unless there's just like some, you know, live master MIDI track. That's really what I want, is like a master MIDI track. But I don't think that exists. Oh, that would be cool. Transpose all MIDI. Eh. Yeah, it's lame, because I also would be fine with me if I could just group the, if I could group all those tracks and get MIDI out, that would be fine too. Like if I could grab all these and do a group and get MIDI out of this group, but I can't. Oh, I wonder if I can get MIDI from group. No, that'd be too useful. Sad. We just gotta, I gotta stop doing that. We have to just, Is that really a thing? We'd have to just cut one of our tracks basically to do the thing I want to do. Oh well. Like for example, if I just wanted to play the bass, we could do this. I've definitely written some pretty, for that Pixar project, gotta finish that so I can show it off, but like, I wrote some pretty complex audio stuff. It's okay, it's not bad. So we can drop this an octave. Dropping another octave. Can't even hear it. But now see how it's dynamically doing the sizing based on where I am. You can also go way up. Uh-oh. I screwed up. How'd I do that? I think I went up so high in the octaves that I got into like MIDI control messages. That's funny. Yeah, I did. Huh. That's weird that this keyboard lets you do that. So I must have gone out of the like zero, whatever, the number of channels range or number of octave notes range, which would be up to 127. So I must have gone beyond it. Wait. Oh, they're there. So are we doing is our transparency working the way I expected? Kind of hard to tell. Looks like it is. Okay. Break the bass. I was kind of, I'm interested. Studio One is interesting to me. The relatively new, all things considered, a newish DAW. I don't think it does some of this kind of stuff, like this clippy kind of stuff. It's not quite as good for that. I don't think. I don't know that much about it. But I feel the thing that's annoying, of course, is I purchased Logic for lots of money years ago. And I kind of don't want to buy another expensive DAW, but Logic is Mac only, and I stream from a Windows machine. How have I streamed for almost 2 hours and I feel like we haven't really done anything? Except make this same beat that we're listening to forever. Okay, so how would this work? If I actually just wanted to make this where a person could use it, the lack of virtual ports on Windows really sucks. You like this beat? You gonna buy my new album? What's kind of lame though is that, there is other Windows can't do it. Why are you so dumb, Windows? But it's obviously possible because we have that loop MIDI driver that does it. It's just you would need both. So is this a different virtual MIDI ports? Yeah, you don't know, you can't do it either. Oh boy. So it's fine. Like this is the person that wrote loop MIDI, I think. So you actually probably could. So that's funny. So actually these other tools appear to be, I think these wrap RT MIDI. Yeah. So that wraps RT MIDI, and that was what the dude who wrote. Wow. Well, that doesn't make any sense then. Because MIDI library. I don't know. I'm not into Electron apps. I'm much more into just a weird command line app. And then you can just access it through a web browser. We'll just use this thing, whatever it's called. There's two of them. I've been using this one. You just package your Node app into an executable. So I've been using this for installations and it works pretty well. And it's much less hassle than an Electron app. And much less overhead than an Electron app. The file size is still too huge because the whole Node runtime is in there, so it's still like, whatever, tens of megabytes, but. So anyway, so the Node, I guess it's because you just can't install this. So the Node tools use this. Those two Node libraries wrap this, and it's written by the same person that wrote Loop MIDI, which is the thing we're using to create the virtual port. So I really don't know why I'm so sleepy today. This guy worked on Wireshark. Tobias. This guy right here. From Wolfsburg, Germany. Winky face, winky face, winky face, winky face. A lot of winky faces here. I like that he uses his winky faces instead of periods. Winky face, winky face. Winky face, winky face. What are you working on these days? Got kids with Sonia. What a story. So, okay, here's the thing that's dumb. We could release that Electron app, or not Electron, Zexy app, whatever. But because Windows doesn't let you make a virtual MIDI port, because it's dumb, you'd have to run something like this, which was also written by Tobias, that would then let you make a virtual MIDI port. And then that is what we would seek to connect to. We could do a Mac version, a Linux version, where we didn't have to do that. Pretty lame, actually. I mean, our server is tiny. This is our whole server. And by the way, we only have to do this also because WebMidi doesn't work in as an OBS browser source. If that worked, we wouldn't have to do any of this. We wouldn't even need a server application. So once again, everything is bad and nothing works very well. And that is just why we can't have nice things. But that's fine. I do kind of want like sparkly particles at the bottom. It's how I do. That's this node module. It just wraps that that MIDI library, that C++ MIDI library that's cross-platform, which is good. It just doesn't do the virtual. So on Mac and Linux, you could write a Node script that looked like a MIDI device, and then you could just output to it from whatever software you wanted. You just can't quite do that. The other thing that's lame is exclusive MIDI locks, like where you can kind of only connect one thing to another. That's why we have to do this thing where we take in all the MIDI and then spit out all the MIDI. Actually, I didn't mean to do that. It would be kind of nice to be able to just... I don't think you can. I was wondering if there's some like global, hey, just spit all my MIDI somewhere thing. But seems to not exist, which seems lame. I'm just not into it. I broke it. Like, you would kind of think that would be a thing you could do. But I guess not. So anyway, to be useful to people, and not that I'm super into making useful things, but just like if Twitch streamers were going to use this, they would have to run the executable. On Windows, they would have to do loop MIDI to create a virtual port. MIDI with Node. Turn your browser into a MIDI device. I mean, this is kind of what we wrote. Oh, a virtual MIDI device. What is Easy MIDI? Is that different? This is just a wrapper for Node MIDI. So this is what we're using. For some reason, they just wrote a fancy wrapper, I guess. It looks like they did a wrapper to get like Node on events and things like that, so you don't have to parse the message, but we're parsing the message client side. So this is still RTP or whatever it's called. Under the hood, this is still RTP MIDI. RT MIDI, sorry. So actually this little virtual device that it says you can do here is only on Mac or Linux. It's weird that it doesn't mention that. Right? Isn't that kind of weird? Unless they figured out a way to do it. Like this open virtual port. Now you want to create an open port though. Well, browser MIDI is different. So that would be WebMidi, but we can't use WebMidi. I said I had WebMidi working, but OBS, the browser source in OBS doesn't support WebMidi, unfortunately. So that's the whole reason I have to have this server, even though I don't want it. So I'm actually confused about this because it seems like an oversight if the EasyMidi is not telling you that, hey, that doesn't work on Windows. Unless it like truly uses a different approach, but I don't think it does. I think it just wraps Node MIDI. One more thing on Windows. Okay, what's the one more thing? Yeah. So this is basically this is essentially what I'm doing. Is if there's a virtual device with the name, it'll just use that. So mine's called WebMidi. So mine just looks for something called WebMidi. OBS is open source, but the browser component is Chromium embedded. And which is also open source, so we could, although there's a long thread discussing it about Chromium embedded WebMidi support, which, you know how these threads go. So I think you can do it with command line arguments, but I don't know how you do that. Like, how would you do that to enable it in OBS? But even if we got that working, if you remember previously, we only had bad experiences with OBS audio. Like the embedded browser audio in OBS, there was like latency issues and audio like artifacts. So the audio was just not very good anyway. If we wanted to use it for audio. I mean, what I'm trying to do here is have it routing to 2 different places, so we don't care as much about not having the web audio, I guess, if it's just a MIDI visualizer. But getting that to work with WebMidi would still be annoying on Windows, mind you, because we still wouldn't be able to route to it easily. And you also can't create virtual ports. WebMidi doesn't support virtual ports either, the same way NodeMidi doesn't. So there's like, of course, there's 1,000 annoying problems. And yes, where there's a will, there's a way. This was my way, was make my little standalone server. It basically seems like this person is doing what I have done. Like, yeah. My server is ever so slightly shorter. And I didn't use the easy MIDI. I was using regular old MIDI. So I'm curious about the like Node MIDI. Where's that coming from? Where's device name coming from? Oh, it's just up here. It's just a constant. Yeah, so they just made this up, which is basically what I've done. Mine's just called whatever I called it. WebMidi. So, I don't know. We could switch to get some Pixie in here instead of P5. Rewrite it or make just a new visualizer. How long can we listen to the song before we all go insane? Was there a good little particle emitter? Actually, I can't remember. In Pixie? Very good. Cool. She loves this song. She wants it to be more chill though. What's more her speed? This robot though loves it at any tempo. What does Heaven plug in? Interesting. Mm-hmm. What? That doesn't look like it worked. There's a gun. Ooh. Sad. I thought there were some more particles. I mean, we came close with that dumb robot, my VTube robot, my digital assistant. I don't know if you saw any of the streams where I made that robot that just read Wikipedia all day. Did you see any of those? I can't remember. I kind of liked it. It was pretty weird. I should bring that back. That was my VTuber. It was just the robot with the sphere for a head who just liked to read Wikipedia all day. We could do it. What I really wanted was the robot to read poems for me, but the you know, we just ended up with a robot that would read Wikipedia all day. And would, like, look for new things to be interested in. I feel like there was something to that. You know how things go on streams? Like, we do something and then I forget about it forever? I thought there was, like, particle container, but that's not really... Maybe it was an older demo? I just thought there were some particle demos. Oh, is it this separate, a totally separate thing? Interactive particle editor. I love it. I mean, I was just thinking of, like, you know, when they would hit the bottom, it would spew particles or something. Is there a P5 particle system? Surely somebody has written, like, a... I don't want to make my own. I guess we could. $5 years. No, I could just write it. I thought there was, I mean, you know, if I wrote it, or libraries, that's what we want people to libraries. I kind of thought there was one. Maybe we should switch to Pixie anyway to do fancier things. This is what I was thinking of. Is this the one? Updated 5 hours ago. So recent. Wait, this is physics. Wait. Welcome to Box 2D Physics for P5. Welcome to Particles for P5. Note, doesn't use physics. Oh, does this person just have two? But I want like particle, you know, ideally it would be some kind of thing with pooling and, you know, I just want it to be a little fancy. I mean, a fountain is all I want, really, right? I love it. I actually do kind of love it. Let's see this particle system. Oh, for individual particles. Okay. What about your, that you have a class for, but do you have an individual wrapper class for these? Because I kind of want, like, this is what I want. Fountain. Kind of want fountain. Does it just have a number? I don't understand why this, if I don't have a lifetime, can I just live until it dies? I see. Yeah, we could do that. I just thought there might be a nice handy little thing. You know. You know. Beautiful. Ooh. Suddenly we're in the P5 web editor. Hello, Mario. Is that a particle? Okay. I could add that to the stream. Could I? Would I destroy the stream eventually? I guess I could wait until all particles were done. I kind of want them to be weird squares, though. Sort of into that, actually. Oh, let's just do it. Why not? I don't have anything else specific I want to do. We've been listening to the song for an hour. We can listen to it for another hour. Because basically what I want to do is only while I am... This is a little tricky, actually. Not super tricky, but it will take a little bit of thinking. Because we only want to do this while stream height, while we have hit the end of it. Like, I only want to emit particles down here at the bottom while they're hitting, right? So we really want to only do this whatever. What are you going to be? You need to know your color. I guess you can take your color in here. How do you do the thing where you say draw from the center? I don't remember. I mean, we can manually offset it, but isn't there like a rect mode that draws from the center? But we would only want to do that temporarily, so we'd have to like push it and pop it. I'm not gonna worry about it right this second. What is it? p5.vector? Make up a number for now. So it'd be something like that. And then we need to draw the particles. I want to do that in its own land, right? Let's do the... We don't need to emit. We can just do a this dot particles dot push a new note particle that is what? What do you want? On a position, a color. For now, we'll say the position is like half the note width. That seem right? I don't know. And then I do this? That's how this works? I mean, obviously can't be called color. Yeah, well, I mean, to start with, we're just gonna have a bad particle that comes up. You're right. But we will eventually pick that whole range and we'll add, you know, add noise and all the whatever the fun stuff with randomness. But we gotta start somewhere. I just want to get it on screen first. And then we never want more than whatever. Wait, I said we only want 32 particles. Wrong language. I don't really need a separate update and draw. They're going to be so short. I'm just going to do it all in one place. How have I broken my parsing here? Let I equals 0, I is less than I plus plus. What the heck? What's wrong with my syntax highlighting? What? Let I equals 0. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I'm gonna listen to the song for the rest of my life. Okay, obviously something's broken. Oh, it's you. It's you. The problem is you. It's just looking in the wrong place. Okay. So that's very exciting that we've broken this in some very cool way. Sure. Because I forgot that this dot. It's funny, I remembered it in one place. Oops. But I remember it here. How come I remembered it in one place but not? Okay. Ruined? I don't abbreviate variables. Outrageous. Okay, so now we gotta actually do something with these, right? We're not even... Is this even happening? Probably not. We have particles. We say if the stream height is equal to the height, which is the maximum it could be because we're lerping between 0 and height. We're saying if the particle's length is less than 32, then we want to add a particle. Right? When this hits the bottom, we see a bunch of adds in there. We should really be seeing like millions of ads. But anyway. I mean, I'm probably doing this super wrong, so. Draw. P pos x. What is P pos x? P pos x. Okay, so we are calling draw here. We're calling this particle's draw, so we're just doing something silly. I mean, actually, I know what we're doing. We're like drawing on top of the thing we're already drawing, right? Although we still would see the still see something going on. It's just a weird problem where refresh just doesn't work anymore. After a few... P-particle? P-pods? Sounds like a nickname for a grandpa. Okay, so what are we actually doing wrong here? So we set a position. I just made that up. Oh, position is supposed to be a vector 2. So that's part of the problem. Obviously. And then the y is just height. What was my one error? Not actually a relevant error. It's not that that's an error that there's no wave icon. I don't think that's an error. Okay, so something just very silly about our position, I'm sure. Wow. I'm getting less of those than I would expect, really. But that seems not unreasonable, right? Oh, except like this needs to be -1, probably. Okay, I think I need to stop this so I can just see one at a time. As much as I do want to just listen to that loop on ever. Kyle, how come it's going? Oh yeah, should I use create vector? I think you're right, actually. I don't know if they're both possible. Okay, does this work? Yes. So we get that. Yeah, is it create vector? Can you not use that? I'm so out of practice. I'm out of practice with JavaScript, period. And that's the same with this. Wait, is it create vector or P5 create vector? I mean, they look like vectors, although something's wrong because I've accidentally set. I switch languages quite a bit. Probably most often I use C# lately, you know, over the past few years, but I just bounce back and forth between C# and JavaScript a lot. And then inside of those, I forget about frameworks all the time. So it's just this. So really, okay, a few things. We don't actually care. You can be two-dimensional. And that was our position. Seems like I didn't do that right, though. So what did I do wrong here? We want to just pass the particle position, create vector. I mean, that sort of looks like, that kind of looks right. I don't want your code. Isn't it abundantly clear that I always want to make everything myself? We've been doing this for years. Of course I want to do it myself. But why? What silly problem do I have here? I mean, the thing that's, I just don't know what, you know, my problem could be a logical problem. It could be that I just forgot how this works. X is infinity. Great. X is infinity. Why is X infinity? Anyway, that looks not totally unreasonable. I don't know what the screen height actually is, though. But we're passing that directly, so I would assume that it's right. What I don't understand, yeah, that should emit that the whole time. I don't know why when I let go it doesn't, though. Because it should still actually be emitting. Because our height is always mapped to what the height is. Right? Anyway, so that seems okay. But then when we... What's going on with our drawer up here? Online coding channel? I haven't really. I've looked at some of those, whatever, like code golf or whatever, where you just see how quickly, like how short and efficient you can write something. I've looked at those before, but I don't know. I've never been super drawn to it. We could try that one day. What's my whole problem here? I mean, my velocity could certainly be bad. Oh, is it because I don't have two parameters here? That would be funny. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's the problem. Okay, I'm just gonna try. Do we have a problem with alpha? Wait, what did you say? What's your problem? A number for the second parameter. That's interesting. Okay. Let's not apply the velocity to start with. Problem is if we don't apply the velocity, then we're drawing off screen probably. So let's just build in a little offset. Maybe we can win millions of dollars worth of prizes by doing one of those code competitions. Now nothing works. Okay, there's a particle. Beautiful. Look at that beautiful particle. I love it. So we do definitely have a problem when you only press one note, but I'm going to ignore that issue for now. So, and then, is there something wrong with my velocity? Sure seems like it. Oh, I probably can't do this. You probably can't do this in JavaScript, right? Like this is probably not like there's probably not an operator override to make this work. Yeah. That's lame. Right. So we probably right. Yeah. I don't like that. But that means we just have to whatever. Can you not do operator overrides in JavaScript? Is that not a thing you can do? We have to do this. But you can also use the static versions, which I feel like is not documented well. Because I think there's static versions of these things also. Yeah, this. Okay. So anyway, so we could do it either way. So this can be an add. I just forgot that the operator overrides didn't work in P5. Is that a thing? JavaScript operator overrides? JavaScript operator override. I don't know that you can do that. Doesn't support operator overriding. Okay, so it's not their fault. It's my fault. Okay, so that, yay, look at our particles. Oh, they're incredible. Those are good particles. Okay, so we got some particles. We'll just randomize the velocity in here. And we'll randomize the size in here. JavaScript doesn't have a random range, right? If you want to do random range, you have to do it yourself. So we'd have this size, and it's like math.random. What language am I in? Times 32 to get a random size. And to get random velocity, we would do math.random times 10 minus 5. I don't know. And then this would be math.random times negative 10. And then we also want gravity. We want to multiply our vector times gravity every time, or add gravity to our vector every time. We wanted to decelerate. I can't remember how to do that. I'm gonna think about that a little bit. Okay, anyway, so we have a random size, we have a random velocity. Did this not refresh? Yeah, the browser just decides not to. Maybe it did that time? I don't know. A new language. Some. Uh, for me, it's often about portability, about where stuff works. You know, like JavaScript is real portable because everything's got a web browser, and so that's good. And it used to be you'd write your front end code and your back end code in different languages, but now I can just do JavaScript for both front end and back end. So when I'm writing servers, I'm usually writing JavaScript, and when I'm doing like any front end web stuff, it's JavaScript. So it's just less I have to think about, but it's not super performant, and it's kind of limited in scope of what you can do. It's expanding a lot, but I like the environment of Unity for like real time graphics stuff as an authoring environment, and C# is more performant. So, but there's plenty of other reasons you might choose different languages. Like when I write for an Arduino, I'm writing in C++ because that's just what that supports. Like that's what that, I mean, I could use like MicroPython or something, I guess. If I was doing a bunch of data science or machine learning stuff, many of those libraries are written in Python, so I'd use Python. So sometimes you do it because of where you want the thing to end up. Sometimes you do it because the tools you need to use demand it. Um, oh, is there? Oh, right. There's a processing random. You're right, with a range. That's nicer. That's nicer than having to do it manually. Look at that! Wow, I barely even tried. That's almost like particles. We almost didn't even try. So we want them to shrink over time. Whoa! It's pretty cute, actually. Kind of into it. Okay, so we don't want the dumb offset anymore. So this can go away. Um, they can just be their normal color, I guess. Although, let's see how that looks, because we may want a little randomness in the hue. We probably do, in fact. Because otherwise, they're just going to... I don't know, maybe the additive is fine. Blah, blah. We could randomize the hue a little on those. I don't know why sometimes our math is wrong sometimes. Maybe it's wrong all the time. There's a little bit of overlap in the width of some of these, but sometimes it's okay. Could be like a rounding issue. Okay, you're totally right. I should just use P5 random because that's easier. So that'll be a random integer. I don't know if that's inclusive or not. Kind of forgot. I kind of rarely that I write P5, so I just forgot that it does stuff for you. Okay. I forgot how to apply gravity, honestly. Is it a multiply? So we have a velocity, and we want to change that velocity over time So do we just add a little bit of gravity? Yeah, right? But then you have to normalize it. That's the trick. You got to normalize it, right? So we need to add the velocity. So we're going to do a couple things. So we want like whatever. Every frame we want to multiply this dot scale, this dot size times equals 0.9. So they shrink a little bit. And then we want, yeah, whatever's in your script. What's the general principle though? It's add and then this dot velocity plus, no, dot add. What do you normally call that? That's like the acceleration. We just want to accelerate down. No, that's a scalar, right? That's like, if you want to accelerate or decelerate, that's usually a scalar. So we would just add whatever. But we only want to apply a little bit per iteration, right? So really, I don't know. We're not doing, all the stuff we're doing right now is not frame rate independent, which is not good. So we really should pass all that stuff in, right? I mean, we don't really care that much for a particle system. I mean, I guess we just want to do it every frame. And we just like add some gravity. And then I can't remember if we call normalize here, does it actually normalize this? Does it normalize this vector or does it return a normalized vector? I can't actually remember. We've definitely broken something. What have we broken? Yeah, but if you don't normalize gravity, it's not gonna, you're gonna still be, you'll have your same, like, as you apply gravity, you don't want it to go like this, like maintain your X. You want it to like sort of take over the X, you know? So you need to, I think you need to normalize every time. Maybe I'm remembering that incorrectly. Gravity, because it's this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot. I just need to go look at Nature of Code chapter. Oh, they're so tiny. We, because this definitely should be like 0.99. We really should incorporate delta time into this because this is not very good. They're so cute. Gravity is definitely backwards, which is fun. I think maybe that normally is not. That's not the right idea. Did I do something wrong here? Because that's not even messing with the... Okay, turn this off for a second. What did I do? That's my problem, right? Yes, that was my problem. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now we can turn back our shrinking. So I think we turn this back on. So the particles never die, which of course is a problem. I don't understand why the short guys kind of never want to emit particles. Maybe it's just... I think there's a problem with how we're determining the height thing, actually. Because that's not actually true. What it would need to be is that position plus height is greater than height. That is what we need to do. So we want to add particles when... yeah, they're maxed at, they're capped at 32, but that's not why the short guys aren't emitting. They're not emitting at all. Well, we could have more probably. And we will destroy them, you know, we'll give them a lifetime and stuff like that. But our main issue is this. This is actually the part that's wrong. So this needs to be stream Y plus stream height is greater than height, I think. Yeah, now all the little guys do. Problem is those get killed so fast and the particles live longer. So one thing we could do is say that our particle systems are managed totally independently of our the notes. So let's do that instead. Maybe. That seems fine, right? Problem then is like, I don't know. We may have, it makes it hard to like not have one individual stream hog a bunch of particles, you know? But we might just not care that much. Let's try it. So we have some collection of streams. I thought, where's our streams? So we'll just have some like master pool of particles, and we'll say there can be up to 1024 or whatever. And we'll just try to make them less offensive. And then down here, when we draw, kind of confused here. Okay, so that's drawing streams. This will be drawing particles. This will let our particles live longer than the streams, because otherwise it'd be annoying. This means we'll max out really fast though, because they currently don't ever die. Yeah. And we need to do our same reverse iteration nonsense. Well, but so what I'm saying is I don't want the streams to control the particles, because if the streams die before the particles die, and I don't really want to bother making them live longer just to wait for all of their child particles to die. So I'm just going to say that particles are their own thing, and then they're managed independently. So this is going to just max them out fast. What do we break? Is that what they're called? What are they called? Oh, they're called no particles. Oh ho ho. Oh ho ho. Perfect. Definitely nailed it. We have no particles. We are presumably adding them unless I mess something else up here. We're iterating through them. I mean, the way I wrote it in the first 1,000 frames, we would totally fill it up. What have I done here? Was I not right about the no particles length? Oh yeah. Sure. Wow. But we're gonna run out, you know. We're eventually gonna not be able to emit anymore, right? Yeah. So after we emit 1,000, because they don't die. Once they die, it'll be fine. Yeah, you're right. I could do that, where each individual stream tracks how many it has created. That's not a bad idea. Thank you. So now we need to make those die. So we already scaled them down, right? Yes. And then my gravity was just bad. We don't even know. Gravity too weak. We need a higher initial velocity to compensate for our gravity. I may be wrong about that normalized at the end of the gravity. We'll go look. Okay, but we do need to make these die. Because we're not doing anything based on time, like with these guys. It's just like whatever you will, which is fine, I guess. Doesn't really matter that much. Okay, but a couple of things. You are right that the position should be a random between the stream X and the stream X plus the note width. Something like that. It still seems so slow. They die too fast, but I mean, it's right now. Well, we're in the browser, so it should always be 60 FPS actually. So we're kind of cheating in that way. Like doesn't matter that much. But it feels like the upward velocity gets murdered real fast. Perhaps too fast. Oh, I know why. Of course. This is not what we want to do at all. We need to be between like whatever, -80 and -100. We have particles that are way too slow. Well, that's a little better. The problem is this is not, you know, once you start to want thousands or tens of thousands of particles, drawing them all individually like this is not good. It's not the way you want to do. Well, not the way you want to do anything. You gotta get your buddy, the GPU, involved. I kind of like these silly blocky particles though, more than I thought I would. Okay, so now, whatever, we need them to die after a certain time. So really, so we want them to last, I don't know, 5 seconds? And their birth time will just be equal to time dot No, what is it? Date.now, what language are we in? Okay. And this, whatever, it can be random between 3 and 6. So then we want to do a thing where we will, each time we draw, we'll say, we're going to figure out their age, which will just be date.now minus their birth time. This dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot. Okay. And so now the size will be based on their lifetime. So this will be like kind of a size over life. So we're not just going to multiply. We're going to scale to 0. This dot, this dot, this dot. Okay. This will just be a lerp. How do I want to do this, actually? Because we've already randomized this size, so we sort of might need like this dot original size equals this dot size. I don't know if I like that. Because we're gonna, you know, we want to lerp from 0 to 1, or 1 to 0, based on t, and then t is going to be equal to age divided by lifetime. I don't know. Did we do that right? And we want to just constrain that 0 to 1. I don't know if I did that correctly. That was maybe a weird one. Nope. This dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot. That's the worst part of JavaScript. JavaScript classes, the fact that you have to use this dot all the time is so dumb and so easy to forget. It's just such a poor idea. So we totally did that wrong. So we have a birth time, which is when they're born. The age is whatever is now times the birth time. And then we want that out of their lifetime. Oh, this is milliseconds. That's our problem. We gotta remember we're in JavaScript. Still seems broken. No, then it's not based on time. You don't, as a general rule of thumb, you should never do like animation just based on like scalar transforms, you know? You want to always do animation based on time. You need to factor time in some way. So either you need to multiply your step by delta time, which would be one way to do it. But in this case, because I have a specific life duration, I want to animate over that life duration. Which I'm sure I'm just done something silly. I don't need a this dot on age. Oops. How did I close that? Who knows what shortcut I hit. Okay, we gotta stop our favorite song for a second. I don't know how. The stop button didn't work. We can never stop it. Well, yeah, I mean, if you don't care, but I do care. I care about having a specific life time. And, I mean, whatever. Request animation frame is pretty much always going to run at 60 frames per second, so it doesn't matter that much in that context. That kind of looks like it should have worked. I mean, that really made the browser mad trying to log all those. Maybe I'm doing that wrong. Am I doing this wrong? This lifetime. And that's what my age is how long it's been since then. And then it's out of that. So it's a percentage of that. And I'm clamping it. And then so I should be lerping. Oh, wait, I did the equals there. That was just a silly typo. That was just a typo. No problem. You know, the thing you want to avoid is like animating something and then you run it on a faster computer and all the timing of your animation is completely changed. You don't want that. That seems kind of like I did it backwards, right? Are they getting bigger over time? No, they're getting smaller. Why did they not appear until after I release? That's pretty weird. Oh, it could be that maybe it's a greater than or equal to. For this should be an equal to height. Right? Is that how we did that? What is wrong with you? Greater than or equal to height. Okay. So now they're shrinking over whatever their lifetime is. And that'll be consistent no matter how fast. Yeah, right. Just use a faster computer and all your animation breaks. There's plenty of stuff that's done like that. And that's like like emulating old games. You know, sometimes you have to emulate a throttled CPU speed because it'll break because they were written to be based on like whatever frames or clock cycles or what some like constant thing and not based on time. Okay, but I think this will work. They're so slow. They're such like little lascivious particles. That normalizes wrong, at least in the way that I'm using it. Now that I think about it, it's definitely wrong. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. So then these need to be like 5 to 10 or something. Of course. Yeah. That makes sense. So much. Okay. So then we can have stronger gravity if we want. That still doesn't, it's still not right. We need to go look up what the real formula is, because that's still not correct. Something's still fishy. Whoa. Because like when if I have a vector that's going like this and I'm just adding that, my vector is still pointed this way, which is not what you want. You want it to go like this, and I just am forgetting. I'm forgetting the way to do that. Y is inverted. So this is 0y and this is 500y. It's just because in Canvas y is inverted from what you would think it would be. So to make the velocity plummet, it goes positive, not negative. Okay, so we got to kill these now. So the easiest way to do that probably, so let's start our music again. We already set that up with splicing for this. So we should just do the same thing. It's very silly. But whatever. I mean, like, really, we'll do the exact same thing. Is that really going to work? I don't think it'll work. How do we know when to kill you? If the particles birth time plus the particle if the birth time plus the lifetime is less than date.now? I don't know. That somehow seems not right. Encode. Wait, what am I doing? You live in a reverse land? Wait, BTTV? What is BTTV? Is that a thing I should know what it is? It sounds familiar. How did I break this? We broke it. Are we killing all the particles? Wait, no, we have... Where did this come from? We don't want that. We want if... Oh, no, I don't have anything good. I don't have anything fancy. What does this look like to you? Okay. So now these should die when they get tiny. Oh. How could I not know such an important... how would I not know? How could I not know about jammies? See, I'm just not very well versed in Twitch. This is why I've hired Kyle as my personal Twitch... what? Not diplomat. There's another word I want. Wait, it will always be what? What was wrong? This should just delete it if it is not consultant. I think I want like it's a French word that I want, but I can't think of what it is. Okay, so let's, now if we toggle this, we should hopefully have particles at the bottom of the screen. We did it. Consultant, advisor, no. I can't think of the word. Keep guessing. Not evangelist. It's a French word. It's like vaguely like entourage. I'm gonna break out this thesaurus for I think it's like a representative. None of these are the right version. Oh wait, this one. Okay. Almost like a, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what word I'm thinking of. I know my camera's falling, is sleepy just like I am. Maybe attaché. I don't think I was thinking about attaché, but now I am. Now that's what I want. Emissary. I think I was thinking of emissary, which I don't think is French. I think that is what I was trying to come up with. But now I want it to be attaché. Maybe I was like mixing emissary and attaché in my head and thinking there was a word. Okay. I don't think our gravity... I don't think our gravity's right. Because we want to, yeah, so like our acceleration is essentially our gravity here, right? Like this. So it really is just an add? Is there really others to it? That somehow doesn't seem right to me. I mean, so really all we've said is apply force is really just... Well, but that's adding to the acceleration. And then the acceleration is just... Okay. So, okay, this is my issue though. Is we're applying that directly to the velocity, not to the acceleration. Because we really want the acceleration to start out as 0, 0, 0, right? Okay, I think this is our issue. This is what I was not remembering. Ooh, I'll take concierge. Concierge sounds good. Okay. I think this is what I was... How many L's are in acceleration? Acceleration? Okay. So, acceleration... I mean, maybe this is, in the end, the same, because we're really only applying one force, but whatever. So right now our acceleration is 0. And we want to add... I mean, this is probably effectively the same. But I think this is what I was thinking of. Maybe I was thinking of there should be multiple forces, like drag or something like that, and then we would all apply that to the acceleration, and then that's what gets added to the velocity. So, because in this case, we just want this dot acceleration dot add this dot gravity, right? So probably actually, math-wise, this is just doing the exact same thing. Wait, did I delete my gravity? No, it's up there. Okay. So probably this actually looks exactly the same, but at least it will feel better in my... Okay, no, it's definitely different. Yeah, we really don't have to normalize after that. Force accumulation. We add the acceleration here. Yeah, this is, well, if we had mass, we would care. But we don't care. Yeah, I don't think it's... Ooh, gravity and wind. Adorable. No, I'm thinking the normalize is wrong. I don't know what I was thinking of, but this is what we want. We apply velocity. So in this case, the forces are just whatever. And then gravity is just whatever, you know, whatever you decide it's going to be. And in our case, it's weirdly backwards. It's upside down. And we could do this and make them bounce around. Adorable. I don't really want to. It definitely changed doing it this way, though. I'm not exactly sure why. I think I know why it is, actually, because we were previously affecting velocity every frame at the same rate. And now acceleration is accumulating. So every frame we're adding that already accumulated. That's okay. This is right. This is why. That's what I was missing. Is like gravity was not. We weren't accelerating. We were just accumulating. You know, every frame we were adding the same amount of gravity, which was not right. You have to accumulate gravity, that's the whole point here. Is we're like kind of accumulating that. So it's a bigger. The magnitude of the effect is bigger every frame. That makes total sense now. So now we really do need these to be bigger. That's what I was missing. Okay, I got it. I got it. It all makes sense now. They still really do get, they get eaten pretty quickly. We just need less gravity. They're pretty cute. Should we add some rotation? I don't think I want to. Maybe I do, maybe not. I don't think I do. Even less gravity? Yeah, that's better. Okay, and then life is yours. I do think you had the right idea with saying that each individual dude could only have a certain number of particles. Although it doesn't actually seem like we're going beyond that. Where do we... Wait, that's not where that goes. Wrong. What am I even doing? That's the stream. So you don't need to know this. You need to know particle count. And then just as we add particles, we accumulate that. Yeah. And then instead, we don't even care about the total one. As long as we say like this dot particle count is less than, I don't know, 128, something like that. Okay, first of all, Earth does, everyone knows the Earth doesn't curve. There's no curvature. It is all coming together. You sent me something from Tenor and not from Imager? I'm shocked. I thought you exclusively used Imager for all image purposes. Okay, so what do we think about this? It makes total sense. If the sun wasn't a spotlight pointing at us and it pointed in all directions, why is space black behind it? It doesn't make any sense. The sun would light that. I don't see any light behind the sun. Obviously. Okay, now here's our real test of this. Are you ready for the real test? Well, that was weird. That one kept emitting particles like long after. I guess they just stayed alive. Oh, I think I know why, because I think we just cheated that. But I think it's okay. Okay, I think let's go to 240. Are we seeing all of our channels? I thought we fixed it where all channels worked. I guess we are. Okay. Go down to 60. Look at that kick drum. Very satisfying. Okay, life is yours. I wrote a particle system just for you. Do we want to add rotation? You think so? I don't know the BPM. Actually, I could, because we could do like a clock sync. So I think we can know that. I think. Although stuff like that doesn't seem to get routed straight through to our. That's kind of a problem. That kind of sucks. I really would like it if we could make it look like. You know, if we could treat these like an well, it says we can sync with WebMidi. So apparently we are trying to sync with it. And we're sitting at some kind of clock. So I think we are actually sending some kind of clock signal. That's true. I like the squares though. I mean, it's from playing Valheim. I'm just really into square particles. I haven't played Valheim in weeks and I'm still paying for that server. I think it's time to... I don't know. Will you be mad at me, Life is Yours, if I shut down the server with your beautiful house? I'll give you a copy of the save. Have you even played that since that one time? Have you been on the server? I don't know if you or Draklin ever joined that server ever again. After exams? Waste. What a waste of money. My friend Jen played on it though, so it wasn't a total waste. Okay. I feel like this is a little too slow. Maybe like 90. I mean, I also could just give you a copy of the save and you could have it locally. Or we could like host it in some other way that didn't cost me whatever, $15 a month. Just like stick it on a Raspberry Pi or something. The server itself can't be that intense, right? Will it run on a Raspberry Pi? Is there like a Docker image? I think somebody made a Docker image actually. A bloody fast micro USB card. Just get like a on a Rock Pi X. It's not. There's this totally separate clock. So MIDI has an internal clock that you can use to synchronize all your devices. So, it's just another MIDI, you know, over here I'm only logging the notes that come through, but there's other messages. Although actually it kind of seems like we're only seeing note on, note off. So maybe I'm wrong. 124 and 128, those are all notes on different channels. Like if I set these channels to be different channels, those numbers should presumably change. And now we get some 145s. But I don't see the clock message. So maybe what I just said isn't true. Like my hardware sending clock, I mean, I don't know, maybe we just don't have it set up right, or maybe it's something about the goofiness of our MIDI setup. But it acts like we're sending start and stop sync. Start, stop, sync, on. Oh, the velocity that they hit, you mean? Like the like their impact? You could. True. I kind of like them like this though, I think. I mean, you know, the idea is to, I don't know if I really want to, but the idea is to, once we have this set up, we can make multiple visualizers for it. Now Ben made me self-conscious. Do I need, how do I install better Twitch TV? Is that a Twitch extension? Oh, well, I could add velocity, certainly. I'm not using that at all. Oh, BTTV is a Chrome thing? Or like a browser extension, not a... Oh. I misunderstood what it was, I guess. I mean, we could pulse the lights now, too. I know you love doing that. We can do all these things, whatever. We can do whatever we want with the MIDI stuff. Or we could just like lay down on the ground and take a nap. I don't even know what we accomplished today. What did we even do? We wrote this song that we've been listening to on loop for like an hour and a half. Oh, do I have to do something? What do I have to do to make it work? I like these little particles, they're okay. They'd be better if they were additive. Probably. But maybe not. We can't do additive on top of the video, unfortunately, which seems lame. I don't understand why the OBS compositor doesn't let you... Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe there actually is a way. But I don't think there's a way to make a whole layer additive. And I don't think there's a filter that does that. We can do this, actually. Let's do this again. We can just add like blur, and so let's do some filters and blur them. And then blow them out a little bit. Doesn't work as well with the alpha though. They just don't they don't get blown out enough. I guess because they're transparent already. That would be kind of nuts if you have a bunch of notes hitting though. What if I just do this instead? How about that? I thought you could set a time in this where it would animate this. I guess that's only in the scroll. Cool. Vertical speed, a little silly. I think I'd probably do that in something else. Like we could build some. Well, we probably don't want to do that. So let's say if we want to do like really pretty fancy particle things, we could do it in 3JS, I guess. And then, because then we can have, we'll have hardware. We could then have hardware accelerated particles and have as many particles as we want, millions even, possibly. Maybe Unity WebGL. I haven't actually tried that in a. Well, two things about that. One, I haven't tried it in a OBS browser window, but I assume it works. And I assume it would work. I can't really think of a reason it wouldn't. But, Unity, I did this with Socket.io just to do it really fast at the end of the day yesterday. And of course, that's a problem. So we'd have to switch to WebSockets, which would not be that big of a deal at all. It would be, I think these would look much better if they were additive. I wish you could do. I feel like that would just be. Blend modes for sources. Yeah, I want to. Don't tell me it wouldn't be useful. People want it, but it's just blend mode, dynamic sources. Sad. Sad. I'm kind of tired. I might be done streaming for today. I have work to do, unfortunately. What am I going to do with this song? I guess we should save it. Somewhere. What's this song called? You think so? Is this is the official theme song? It's not only my stream opening, it's just the song that plays for 7 hours while we stream. I used to have a rule that all my songs were named 4-letter words. Just call it Heart. Okay. Oh, we got it over here too. Oh, I forgot I built that thing. I should finish that one day. We built that thing in Unity where you have like the beams of light and you can put your hands in them and then the particles would hit and it looked cool. And I just forgot we made that. One day we should finish something. I think we still haven't got Google Play Console. We still haven't gotten approval for Volume 1 yet, which is also really not done. Probably finish Volume 1 at some point too. Update status, in review. I'm a little surprised it's taking this long. I mean, they do say that we're experiencing longer than usual review times, but I've always, you know, Apple takes forever. Apple takes like a week or 2 weeks even. But I always thought the Play Store was way faster. Get some hand tracking in there. Probably do that with Unity Barracuda now. Kijiro's been doing tons of face tracking stuff with it. There's no reason you couldn't track hands. He's been porting all these models to work with Unity Barracuda. So he's been working on iris tracking now. He's doing all kinds of like face tracking and face replacement. It's not very stable. Is the only problem. It's not terrible. So like face replacement, lots of face tracking stuff. He's been doing lots of maybe it's, I kind of want to get Bitwig. So it's all modular based stuff. I don't know. I kind of want to get back into making music. Lots of kitties. Yeah, so this is all Barracuda based. So I'm sure there's like, what's this? There's a site that has like a bunch of models. Isn't there like a collection of pre-trained, is it this? Yeah. Body analysis, age, ginger, arc face, emotion, per plus, ultra face. This is what I'm thinking of though. Is it this? No. So we should probably learn how to use Barracuda one of these days, right? You could use this. Look at you. And classify some silverfish. Gross. So there is whatever pose. Whatever there is, like pick to pose, whatever it's called. Anyway, there's multiple like body pose things, but as far as quick hand stuff, I don't actually know. Object classification, image classification, object classification. Lots of flavors of YOLO. Body, face, and gesture. So there is a... Yeah. I should try this. Oh man, I don't know if I can get into it. Definitely worked on a project and we had to pay a whole lot of money for emotion analysis. And if it just worked with this free model, I'd be a little frustrating because we already paid all the money, like thousands of dollars for software that would do this. And if this free model did it, that would be something. I don't know if that's pretty cool actually. Text to speech, speech recognition, sound generative models. This model answers questions based on the context of a given input paragraph. We probably should do all this. Oh, there is GPT-2. I don't know. We should spend some time with Barracuda, I think. I feel like it's going to be a thing that I'm going to need to know how to do. For what? The NVIDIA stuff about the face synthesis stuff? I didn't watch the whole keynote. Question and answer dialogue. Text to image. This one is terrible. I've used this one before and it's so weird. So there's nothing about... It says there was gesture analysis, but there's not actually... We're going to just find like hands. Right? Is this the place? The ONNX exchange. I guess, I mean, maybe you can just use one of the object detection models and use hands. You wouldn't be able to get gestures necessarily, but there's a ton of, if the object detection was good enough to get hands. But I don't know. I don't know enough about it really. Yeah, but you know, I like to make stuff in Unity. And I mean, it'll leverage the hardware, you know, it'll leverage the GPU to do it. How long do you think I would listen to this song before I truly lost my mind? So maybe we could use one of these. Find some hands with YOLO? I don't know. Seems like there'd be like more general purpose hand tracking. Build a real-time hand detector using neural networks on TensorFlow. Oh, we tried this guy. We tried this a year ago, right? We tried a JavaScript version of this and it was okay. I forgot we did that. I truly forgot we did that. We did this very thing a year ago. Did you just have a... That's like a Phoenix down moment. And you understand what Phoenix down means. Okay, I'm done. We're done here. We're done here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for tolerating this same song on loop. I'm just gonna leave it looping all day, I think. I don't know why I feel so weird today. I'm just dehydrated. Maybe I slept too little or too much. Maybe it's something I ate or didn't eat. It's impossible to say. But anyway, I'm done. Have a lovely day. Life is yours. Encode. Kyle. Thanks for hanging out. I know, I need a break. It's true. Okay, have a lovely day. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.